Hello everyone, I have my NAS case here just for regular maintenance, dusting and whatnot, plus I have to replace a failed SATA cable, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you my setup as well. So yeah, let's I guess start with this. So this is the case I have it in, it's some Silverstone case. Let me know if you're interested in a review of this and I could probably make one, but you can see that this is a 8-bay case, 3.5 inch, and I'll actually just start testing here. This guy is really useful. I do have a review of this, so if you're interested, click the card or the link in the description below. But anyway, let's continue with the case. So again, this is my setup, so let's take a look inside. So this is how I have everything wired up. I'm not using a modular power supply there. This SFX, again I think it was Silverstone power supply there. You can only use SFX with this. I just cheaped out and bought the cheapest thing there. And as for the drives, I'm using Seagate drives, 5 of them for now. These guys, Iron Wolf NAS drives, 4TB version. So in theory I have 20 gigs total, but I'm running 2 of these for redundancy, so I only get 12 gig, which isn't that high, but at the time I built this, that was enough for me to back up 2 instances of my entire computer. Now it's not even enough for me to back up half of it, because I have like 20 gigs, so 20 terabytes of storage on my main computer now, but I still have important things backed up to this. So I have my media files on Plex, I have all of the YouTube videos I make backed up in here, and all of the artwork, etc. So yeah, this is just a nice way of backing them up. And again, I have 2 drive redundancy. I removed most of the cable clutter, so you can get a better look of my actual setup here. So you can see that I removed all of the SATA cables. This particular Supermicro Mini ITX board I'm using has 6 SATA connectors here. 4 of them, if I remember, are the old 3 gig stand SATA 2, and 2 of them are 6 gig SATA 3. If I remember correctly, it could be the other way around, but I think that's the way it is. And here you can see my JBOD card, just a bunch of disks. If you don't know what that stands for, basically just adds 2 more SATA cables, because this is a 8-bay case, so I wanted to have that functionality built in. As I mentioned, I'm running FreeNAS with ZFS, which means you don't need fancy RAID cards or fancy RAID functionality or anything like that. The software handles everything of that side, but what you do need is a decent amount of memory. So I have 16 gigs of laptop style, because that's the type this motherboard supports, ECC memory, which are on 8 gig sticks, you can see. And yeah, that's how the memory is handled. And for my 20 terabyte hard drives, just the raw capacity of the drives, that's the amount I went with. The rule of thumb is you want 1 gig of memory per terabyte of raw storage, but yeah, since there's no 20 gig memory setup, I went with 16, and it seems to do the job just fine. But yeah, if I want to expand my storage, it would be a good idea for me to add more, and I do have 2 more slots for that at least. And I have FreeNAS installed on this USB 2 flash disk. Back when I did the installation, there were bugs with USB 3, so I used the old USB 2 one. The recommendation for installation of FreeNAS did change a few times throughout history, and I don't know what the current recommendation is, but back when I was building this, the USB, just a USB on a USB 2 port was the recommendation, so that's how it is, and it still works just fine. So while the NAS is booting up, which will take about a decade because it's a server motherboard, I thought I'd also show you my setup here. So again, this is where the case sits. Thank fuck. And this is my UPS setup, so only one of them is actually for the NAS. So this Eaton brand UPS here, there is a plugin for this for FreeNAS, so that is running the my NAS here. The plugin allows me to shut down the NAS safely when there's a power outage, while the UPS supplies this with power. So yeah, that's just for data protection, and it's generally a good idea to do that. So yeah, that's how it is set up. The other UPS here, it's not actually for anything about the NAS setup. That guy runs behind this cabinet, and through the wall goes to the cable channel here, and then runs all the way around here to my computer. So that's my setup for the NAS. And for the data cable of that, the Ethernet cable, again, it comes out from the same hole here, goes this way on the cable channel, and behind the cat you can see the Ethernet cable there, goes down there and like that, and then goes into the router. And yes, I'm using the ISP provided router. I will upgrade that at some point with a PFSense system, but yeah, for now I'm just using that. And I might as well show the Raspberry Pi in here. That's my Pi hole. If you want more information about Pi hole or a tutorial or even, just let me know. I can make a video about it fairly quickly. It lets you block ads and any other malicious connections directly on the DNS level on your local network. So it's basically like an ad blocker that doesn't require plugins or anything like that. So yeah, that's a fairly useful setup. So again, if you're interested, let me know. So that's it for this video. The point of this video was to show you my setup and maybe even give you inspiration for your own home NAS setup or something like that. Definitely let me know if you're interested in more NAS content, or I don't know, tutorials, case review of that particular case, some video about Plex, or you know, anything else that I can maybe do. Let me know. I know this audience here is mostly here for 3D printing, but yeah, I think some of you will find this content interesting as well. And yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And I'll definitely do more 3D printing content as well, so don't worry. I've been really busy lately, so that's kind of what's holding things back. But yeah, I know I keep saying this, but more content is definitely coming. It's just yeah, I had to take it slow for the YouTube side of things for a while, but yeah, I will go back to it pretty soon. But yeah, that's, as I said, that's kind of it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like down below, and thanks for watching.